Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we are looking at the best budget cards at each position right now in Madden 24. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I will fill out this whole roster, offense and defense, and build my full budget team. And real quick before we get started, we have our shout out of the day, and that goes to my man Cyrus for commenting the emoji on last video. If you want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, comment the tomato emoji. And I also want to thank you guys for all the support recently on the channel. It really does mean a lot. You guys have been going crazy, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Okay, let's get started at quarterback. In this one, I feel like typically it would be a cop-out, but if you're running a budget or no money spent team and you don't have RG3 at quarterback, what are you doing? And underneath him, there really isn't another budget QB option. I try to keep the budget under 50K, so not even like Jordan Love can be ran right now. So it's RG3 or Bryce Young. RG3 is better than Bryce Young, but RG3, I mean, you can get this card in like an hour and a half by playing house rules and solos. And you also do get another card on this list as well today for completely free. So RG3, I know it's kind of a cop-out and he's not really like a budget quarterback, but he's free if you have a budget or no money spent team. Even if you have a God Squad team, there's a real debate that RG3 should be your quarterback. He is probably easily the second best quarterback in the game. Martin Moon's probably still number one, but RG3 for free is just insane. So now we have our tight ends, and at tight end, I have a couple options for you guys. The first one is Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer, you will get this card naturally from just grinding RG3 and playing the Campus Hero solos. That's why they're so good. You get a free RG3 and a free Michael Mayer. Two cards that are top two at their position. This card's nasty. Again, kind of a bit of a cop-out because he's not really budget, but free. If you don't have him, you better start grinding for him. 6'4", good weight. But if you really want a budget tight end, I have a couple options for you guys. First one, actually, they're both right here. Irv Smith and OJ Howard. If you want to run, if you don't feel like grinding those solos for whatever reason, Irv Smith's right here for you. 84 speed at 6'2". Card kind of plays like a wide receiver would be how I would describe his card. If you want a more traditional tight end, here's OJ Howard. He's the more big body. You see right there in that picture. I mean, the dude's agging somebody. 6'6", 250, 84 speed. So I probably like OJ a little bit more than Irv, to be honest. Both cards are solid, but I think I would, if I had to pick one of the budget guys, it would probably be OJ Howard. So heading over to defense, we now have the cornerbacks, and unfortunately for the cornerback position, not much has really changed since the last budget video. It's still Derek Stingley. Derek Stingley's still a great budget card. For 11K, that's solid. I actually didn't look at this Dion card. I want to see if this Dion card's got decent speed. Yeah, 83 speed, okay. I probably wouldn't go with that Dion card. Again, we have some, cards are just getting faster and faster. So you have the 85 speed Derek Stingley. Obviously, very good for budget with 85 speed. So Derek Stingley, who else do I have here? I have still Dante Jackson, which I don't even know if I can, was he a 77 overall? Dante Jackson, again, we're looking for speed on these budget corners. Again, 85 speed, 88 jumping. He's actually still my no money spent account. He plays pretty well. And then also Eric Stokes as well. Eric Stokes is here at an 81 overall. And I also have a free option for you guys if you want to grind him out. Pause. But 87 speed, 87 acceleration. 87 speed is crazy on a corner, especially when that's that budget. And then finally for the free option, if you're willing to grind, which you should be, this card is worth it. We have Jalen Watson, who is a 6'2" man-to-man archetype. 6'2", 85 speed, 85 man, even some, the zone could be higher, but he's better than the budget guys. So, Jalen Watson probably the best out of all these cards besides maybe Stokes. But again, Jalen Watson, a free card at a very important position, definitely worth grinding for. But if you don't, I gave you those three budget options there for you if you don't want to grind this card out. But these solos were super easy. These are probably easier than RG3 and Michael Mayer, easily. So if you do find yourself needing a linebacker and you're a budget player, good luck, because there isn't that many good options at linebacker. I would definitely say getting a high-speed safety that maybe has some size and using him, you're much better off doing that. But if you need a linebacker, I do like Jordan Brooks, 6', 240, so a good weight with decent speed and good hit power. The card plays solid. Again, low zone coverage, but if you're using the card, that doesn't matter at all because you're the one reacting, not the zone coverage stat. And down here, there's one more guy I like. It's right here. Wait, that's not him. 77 overall, Troy Anderson. There we go, Troy Anderson. Again, as a user, this card is good. Don't try to let him play by himself. He has 56 zone coverage, but 83 speed, 85 acceleration at 6'4" is really nice. And also 78 COD on his 77 overall card is pretty good too. So Troy Anderson, I would probably lean towards Troy Anderson more as a user. I would probably do that. because I like his speed and his build a lot better. But yeah, again, at linebacker, good luck out there if your budget no money spent. And next up, we have our free safeties, and a very thin position. Got a little bit of help with Lewis Cine for the budget no money spent. Lewis Cine's nice, man. 85 speed, 87 acceleration, good zone coverage, good hit power, 202, 6'2". I would probably play this card over the top if I were to pick him up. If that's where he's playing on my budget no money spent team, over the top right now. So Lewis Cine, I like him there. You could also use the card if you need to. Could be a good budget user if you want to go that route. But I also like Jeremy Chin as well. Jeremy Chin has dropped into budget now. So, 83 speed, 6'3". If you do pick up both Cine and Chin, I would use her Chin and I would let Cine play over the top. But yeah, 6'3", good speed. Hit power a little bit lower than what I would like to see, but it is what it is. Both cards are very good. Both cards can be user. Both cards can play over the top. But again, I like Cine a little bit more over the top than Jeremy Chin. Okay, strong safety. Again, another kind of thin position. We're kind of thin at safety right now, but I do have 3 options for you guys. Okay, the first one is right here. 81 Cam Chancellor. Can be a good user and even has good enough zone where he can play over the top. 6'3", 225, 80 zone, 82 hit power, 84 speed with his build, his player model. You kind of get what I'm going for here. So Cam Chancellor is a dog. Next up, who do I got? Okay, I have Isaiah Simmons as well. I still use this card on my no money spent account. I still use him. But 6'4", at 240. That weight in the run game and the hit power in the run game is really, really nice as far as your user making a running back fall backwards. So I like Isaiah Simmons for that. Also, you can play this card over the top, and you can also play Cam over the top, but both cards can be user, good size, can move very well. And then for the last guy, this is really budget, and you actually do get this card for free, and that's Israel Mukamu. He's 83 speed, 85 acceleration at 6'4", with decent COD. So this is kind of the budget of the budget here. I guess he's half the price of those other 2 guys. But Israel Mukamamu, and again, you can get him for free by just grinding out the RG3 Michael Mayer stuff. Okay, at wide receiver, the wide receivers got a complete revamp for the budget squad here. And I'm going to head down here. We got to go to 81 overall, and there's 2 options right here back to back. Cedric Tillman is a budget demon. He's a budget demon, man. At 6'3", 85 speed, 88 jumping. Also, 81 short route running is nice on a budget card. And for some reason, on both of these Campus Hero 81 overall receivers, they gave them decent route running. And they actually gave Taekwon really good route running. But 6'3" with that speed, that's hard to find out there. And for his price tag at about, what are they probably going for, like 17K? Yeah, 17K. And you take Taekwon Thornton here as well, who is 6'2" with 87 speed, 85 acceleration. You guys see it. 84 deep route running on a budget card going for 17K. This is probably the best budget card in the game right now. I'd say it's either him or Stokes for that number 1 spot as far as must-have budget cards, because the speed's ridiculous, the size is nice, and also having that deep route running makes him a super legit deep threat. And for our final receiver, we have a guy that just got, or I guess not just got in, but is now budget and wasn't in our last video, and that is Marquise Hollywood Brown. He is now budget. He's at 85 speed with the acceleration could be better, but 81 deep route running. 5'9", I guess is a slight problem, but it's the 85 speed that we all like. And that goes to show you just how crazy Cedric Tillman and Taekwon Thornton are, because they have good size and the same speed as Marquise. So yeah, even like Jamison Williams is still solid though. They're still solid receivers that are budget, but I think Marquise definitely makes this list today. He played well for me when he was playing for my team, and now that he's budget, he's got to be on here. So now we have the running backs, and at running back, I'm not gonna lie, as far as budget goes, it's a bit of a struggle out here. They're not that great. Look at the budget guys here, man. There's nothing really crazy. I guess the best would be like Kenneth Walker, but to me, I like Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell, again, like I would use Keaton Mitchell over the free DeAndre Swift, and you actually do get this card for free from the 79 Campus Hero Pack from grinding Michael Mayer and RG3 if you don't pick Israel Mukamu or whoever else you want to pick. But 85 speed, 87 acceleration is really nice. I also like his build. He's my running back right now. I know what he's been account. So Keaton Mitchell, again, a very thin position for budget. Usually, I guess we have more budget guys. Who knows what could happen with UK coming out on Thursday. But yeah, even preseason team of the week tomorrow could be pretty good. But Keaton Mitchell, 85 speed, 87 acceleration. He has been mentioned in this video, and yes, I would use him over DeAndre Swift 100%. So that is going to do it for today's video. Here is the best at each position budget squad. And they're looking pretty solid, man. We have a pretty good offensive line now. Definitely building, not using silvers and golds anymore, which is a big W. But yeah, Charles Leno, Jordan McFadden, Bradley Bozeman, Alex Kappa, Dan Deerdorf, Irv Smith, OJ Howard, they're all here. Even Franco Harris does make it here today. And for defense, for outside linebackers, I have Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb. Up front, we got Jonathan Greenyard, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and Javon Curse. And then there are the corners and the safeties that I already talked about. And for kicker, I have a little budget guy for you guys. That's Cade York. There you go, going for about 7K. So I know people were asking for the kicker last video. I got you. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. If you feel like anyone was snubbed from today's video, let me know down in the comment section. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.